Warning! Warning! This is the spoiler video. Warning! Warning! I'm gonna spoil the hell out of this. Yeah, I'm gonna spoil it. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna digest it. So yeah, you be warned. Spoilers! 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 Let's go. Hello YouTube, Ash here, and welcome to my spoiler talk of Avengers Endgame. In fact, yeah, I'm recording this right after I recorded my spoiler-free review, so I've got the same clothes on, but let's change the hat. Okay, that's better. Now we can distinguish from the videos and the thumbnails. Maybe. So yeah, this is the spoiler video. I'm going to be talking about the film. I'm going to be jumping from one bit to another because, yeah, I'm just going to blast this out. I haven't scripted it. So let's just get into the plot of the film. The plot of the film revolves around time travel. Now, I know there were lots of theories that people thought it would be about time travel and a lot of theories that it would involve Ant-Man's quantum realm. So those were true. I liked how they went about getting the Infinity Stones, going back to their past. I love that we saw the original Avengers, which is without doubt my favourite Avengers movie. Then again, this gets close, but I still, gonna have to think about that later on. I love how they went around New York and went around these other places that we've seen, trying to collect these stones to reverse the snap. I thought that was really interesting because I didn't know that was gonna happen. I knew something about time travel, but I didn't guess that. So that was really cool, and I love seeing these moments, especially, as I said, the original Avengers. And I've also thought it was really cool that we saw the opening to Guardians, where we see Star-Lord singing and dancing, you know, with the headphones. When you watch that with music, it makes sense and it's funny, but watching it from an outsider like War Machine and Nebula do, he does look like an idiot. So I thought that was really funny, and yeah, I just love how they got the stones, you know, Asgard, Thor meeting his mum. Oh, so many emotional moments getting these stones. It shows that it's a full circle for a lot of these characters. Thor wanted to say goodbye to his mum. Tony Stark wanted to meet his father. Steve Rogers wanted to see Peggy again. So yeah, that was so cool. Star-Lord gets Gamora back, even if she has no idea who he is. And I thought that was cool as well, when she kicks him in the nuts. And then she asks Nebula, is this the guy? And she says, yeah, either him or a tree. So that was, you know, as I said, lots of funny moments in this film. And yeah, I did like the whole time heist plot. I thought that was really cool. As I said, I'm going to be jumping from one moment to another, so now I'm just going to go into the epic moments, the moments that made us cheer. As I said in my spoiler-free review, watching this film with a flow of fans was like watching a football game where you cheer at every epic moment like it's a goal. The first one that comes to mind is Cap lifting towards Hammer, lifting Mjolnir. I'm probably saying it wrong, but that was so cool. Now, we had seen in Age of Ultron where we saw that he did make the hammer move, and lots of fans believe that he could have lifted it up, but he didn't want to embarrass Thor, because that's the kind of man that Cap is. Here, time of need, he lifted that damn hammer, he swung it, he had the power, he is the chosen one. Cap is epic, and that was such a very cool scene, and everyone was going crazy when that happened. Wow, yeah! Sorry, I'm going to be saying that a lot. Of course, another epic moment is a moment that, you know, every Avenger fan, every Marvel fan was waiting, when Steve Rogers' Cap finally says, Avengers, assemble! Yes, he said it. Yes, yes, yes. When I was seeing them all coming through the portal, through Doctor Strange's portal, you know, Black Panther, Falcon, Bucky, Black Panther, I said him already, but you know, when they were all coming through, I thought I was going, yes, say it, Cap, say it, Cap, say it, Cap. Then he says, Avengers, assemble! Oh my god. Ooh, orgasm. Oh, that was so cool. And there were a lot of other moments, but I ain't gonna go into them all because, yeah, you know, this video would be too long. But my third and probably most epic moment, well, most heartbreaking, is when Tony Stark gets the Infinity Stones. You know, he knows he's gonna die. He knows he's gonna die. And he clicks his thumb and says to Thanos, I am Iron Man. Wow! Yeah! Ooh, first of all, because that's, you know, the most epic line from Iron Man, from the original Iron Man, when he just says at the end, you know, I am Iron Man, and it's fitting that I think that was his final words in the film. Dying words were, I am Iron Man. And yeah, poof. Bye-bye Tails, bye-bye minions, bye-bye everyone. Tony Stark, sacrifices himself to save us all. That was so cool. So emotional, because then you see... then you see Tony Stark, and then you have the whole funeral, and it was heartbreaking, and I swear, tears did come down, because Tony Stark and Robert Downey Jr., they built this legacy. Without Iron Man, without Tony Stark, without Robert Jr.'s performance, there wouldn't be any MCU. So I thought it was fitting that he saved the day, that he gave the ultimate sacrifice. So yeah, I thought that was really great, really an epic moment, and a very sad moment that followed. So yeah, let's go R.I.P. Tony Stark. As I just mentioned, his whole arc was, it was great, and it was great that he has a family, and it was great that, as Pepper says to him, you can rest now because you've saved us all. I'm getting emotional now, he saved us all. He was happy how he was, he had a life, he had a family. He couldn't live with himself if he didn't try to save us all, and he did. So props to Tony Stark. Also, we have to say R.I.P. to Natasha, Black Widow. I knew when they were gonna go for the Soul Stone, someone was gonna die between them. Honestly, I kind of thought it would be Hawkeye, but then I thought, she's not gonna let him live without his family, especially when she knows what he's went through, what the pain of losing his family has turned him into. I like how they fought to be the ones to sacrifice. This shows how much of a hero both of them are. They were both ready to die, and I like how at the start they both thought each other was going to do it. Till the end, you had no idea who was going to sacrifice, and I thought that was really an emotional moment, and it was really well shot, and it kept you guessing who's going to do it. And as the Red Skull said, there's no coming back from that. The only reason Gamora comes back is because she's a past Gamora that's drawn into the future. So that was how they brought Gamora back. I don't think there's going to be any revive of Black Widow. I think her movie will probably be set when she was younger, because there's definitely doing a Black Widow movie. Not sure I like those prequels, as I said with other prequels, but it's the only way to have a Black Widow movie, and I think it's fitting that she finally has her own movie. As far as emotional moments, I like how Cap finally gets his dance with Peggy. I like how he went back in time, he put the stones, and he just decided to live his life. I thought that was very fitting. We knew Chris Evans was not gonna come back as Captain America. He said it basically, this was his last film. I was thinking he was gonna die, but this was really fitting for the character. You didn't want to see Captain die, especially how epic he is in this film. I thought this was a just solution to his arc. He finally got married to Peggy. Well, we think it's Peggy. He finally got to dance with her, and it was great that was the last scene in the movie. And it was sad, but it was bittersweet. Loki stole the Tesseract and disappeared when they were trying to steal it. So does that mean, Loki's alive in a different dimension? Because, he's a master conniver. Could he go from dimension to dimension, especially with that Tesseract thing? That's an interesting thought. And honestly, I like how Captain Marvel was used in this film. Now, I didn't mention it in my spoiler-free review. However, she was handled really cool. Like, I know Marvel built her up to be the ultimate power, but they didn't overuse her. They used her to save Tony and to destroy that ship at the end, which was really causing them issues. So I liked how she was handled, and I also like her new haircut. I thought that was very cool, and she looks a lot like the comics. One little cringy moment, which, please don't call me sexist, please don't give me thumbs down, was when all the female superheroes, suddenly appeared next to her when they needed to get the gauntlet to the van. I thought that was kind of cringy, but I'll give it a pass. Again, don't call me sexist, it was fan service, I can understand that, but I thought how suddenly, all these females just banded up next to each other. But I accept it. Again, please don't give me thumbs down, please don't call me sexist. I'm not. The film has a lot of cringy. No, it doesn't have a lot of cringy moments. Honestly, that was the only bit where I kind of thought, alright, we get it, Marvel. Feminism, female superheroes, empower, little kids. Honestly, I would love my little girl to watch that bit and say, oh yeah, females can be superheroes too, and they're very powerful. But yeah, it was sort of shoved in it a bit too much. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Stan Lee's cameo was great in this film. Now, it wasn't his best cameo ever, but, you know, it's kind of emotional because it's the last time we're ever going to see a Stan Lee cameo, because Marvel's confirmed that he didn't shoot his Spider-Man 1 in time. I also like what they did with Thor. I thought it was really funny. We know Chris Hemsworth is a very funny comedic actor. People see him as the action hero, but he's a really funny guy, and he's really good in lots of different comedies. So I thought that was interesting, like, when they made him, like, all fat and as a drunk, and there's a scary where he's sort of lost his mojo after what happened. I thought that was an interesting arc there, and I love that he teams up with the Guardians. I'm interested to see if he's going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, because, you know, James Gunn's wrote that. Is he going to be forced to add Thor to them, or would Thor just leave them after they've gone on their adventure? But I think that's going to be interesting, and I would love to see, you know, Thor join up with them, because him and Chris Pratt have some great comedic chemistry together, and I think it would be really fun to watch a movie with them two as the leads. All in all, I'm certain I've missed some epic moments in this film. As I said, I definitely want to watch it again. I want to watch it again with a crowd of fans, because it was such an experience watching this movie. It was such an emotional. I like the lots of different things. I could go on and on about things I like. I like Doctor Strange indicating the one, which, you know, at first he says to Tony, I can't tell you because it won't happen, but then, like, he shows him that this is the one where it has to happen, and I think that pushes Tony to self-sacrifice, because he knows that that's what he's got to do. So I like these lots of different moments. There's lots of fan moments, and I said it's very funny. I like the joke about America's ass. That is America's ass, you know. That was just, you know, it's a Marvel movie. There's lots of humor, there's lots of action. All in all, this is a great film, and I'm sorry if I've missed some of your epic moments. As I said, I want to watch it again and again, because this is a film which I think, and I said, I'm not certain if this is going to be my favourite Avengers movie or if the original will stay. But this had so much in it, and it, you know, it's a conclusion to a saga that's been running for 21 movies. This is the 22nd movie. It feels great, it feels epic, it feels like Lord of the Rings, especially with the end scenes where you have a little bit and a little bit and a bit, even though they weren't as long as Lord of the Rings, because those went on and on. Sorry, Lord of the Ring fans, but Return of the King did go on and on and on. Again, don't thumbs down. But yeah, I thought this was handled really well. And for a 3-hour movie, I didn't really feel like it was 3 hours. I wasn't bored at all. There was like slow moments, there were like fast moments. The slower moments, they were character pieces. When you really feel for the characters, what happened to them. And yeah, you know, it's up, it's down, it's fun, it's laugh, it's emotional. And it's a very fitting farewell to Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr. and Scarlett Johansson. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the next phase of Marvel movies, because we know they're going to go on. Now, it'll be interesting to see, you know, if there's going to be a new Avengers movie, or... And I like, oh yeah, I like how Cap handed his shield to Falcon, because in the comments, Falcon does become the new Captain America, so I like how they kept to that arc. I wanted to share my thoughts. This being a spoiler video, let me know in the comments which were some of your, you know, moments that you loved in this film, which were some of your shout out moments, which are some of your emotional moments. Let me know, and let's talk about this, because I want to talk about this with you guys. Talk to me about this film, because I definitely want to discuss it. And as always, if you did like this video, hit that like button, and also if you're new to the channel, thanks for checking me out. And if you liked what you've seen, hit that subscribe button, you know, to watch more of my videos, because I do top 10s, trailer reactions, movie reviews, all that. And I will see you next time. And as I said, yeah, the feels are deep. Yeah, I will see you next time. Avengers, assemble. Bye bye.